I just came here tonight to remind you that trans people exist, and there's no executive order that can change that. Trans people have always existed throughout history across all races and countries. Some cultures have acknowledged more than two genders for thousands of years. Trans people exist. Trans kids exist in your school, whether you believe in them or not. Not believing in trans people is like not believing in left-handed people or people with birthmarks or twins. No matter how hard you don't believe in them, they will still exist. Now, some want to talk about biology, so let's talk about it. I'd like to start with parthenogenesis. It's commonly found in invertebrates and can be found in birds, fish, reptiles. It's when an animal's cell splits via meiosis, having its DNA, and then merges with another nearby split cell, creating a fertilization and then creating an embryo. And just so we're clear, parthenogenesis is a scientific word for virgin birth. Now, while there's no verifiable evidence that humans are capable of parthenogenetic birth, it is a widely held belief that Jesus was a virgin birth. Now, if this extremely unlikely scenario did occur, the biology behind it is fascinating. First of all, Mary was a female, so Jesus would have only received X chromosomes, which would have made him a female, or a male with XX maleness, which is to say a chromosomal female with male genitalia. Or Mary could have been a genetic chimera, formed from a combined male and female embryo, and that genetic mutation could have allowed Jesus to absorb Y chromosomal material during his parthenogenetic creation. Or Mary could have been intersex and born with ovotestes. That's when you get an X chromosome from your dad with a sprinkling of Y chromosome, and you form a hybrid ovary testes organ. And if she had exactly the right combination of male and female tissues and hormones, the ovotestes could have created both an egg and a sperm, leading to fertilization and the creation of little embryo Jesus. Isn't biology fun? You should really look into it. And when you do some reading about prenatal hormones and how certain genetic variations can affect the pathways that process sex hormones, estrogen and androgen, and how that could lead to variations of brain development. Then come talk to me about biology. Being trans is not a choice. All right, being trans is not a belief system. What we are seeing is not an attack on beliefs. It's an attack on people. Being trans is not an idea. What's happening is not the attempt to eliminate an ideology. It's an attempt to eliminate people.
100% spot on. What we're seeing is not an attack on an idea or an ideology or a decision or a choice. It is an attack on people. It is certain people saying that people that are not like us are a danger and need to be done away with. And his initial statement is correct. Trans people exist, and no legislative order, no executive order, no bill will ever change that fact.